Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Colonel Report. Today, I am talking with Charlie Ludwick. Hello, Charlie. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Charlie is a junior from Atlanta, Georgia, is the first baseman for the Colonel baseball team. Last season, Charlie was one of two players to play in and start all of 53 games in 2021. Charlie hit 280 with 10 doubles, 8 home runs, 35 RBIs, and 31 runs scored. So I know the World Series is going on right now, and you're from Atlanta, so I'm gonna assume that you're a Braves fan.
I'm a big Braves fan, but I'm actually also a diehard Astros fan. So it's a
Okay,
little,
a little difficult.
yeah, it's like it's been my dream World Series, though, for sure. So I've been thinking, I'm dreaming about this for a while. I can't believe it's really happening. My
Yeah.
two teams in it.
I've always been a big Braves fan since I was a kid. The first baseball team I played for as a kid was the Hope Mills Braves, so I just traditionally was a Braves fan. And Chipper Jones was the first player I ever saw on TV, and I just kind of traditionally fell in love with the Braves. So hopefully, it ends up being a pretty good World Series so far. It seems like it could be. So
Yeah, I want to see a good series.
yeah,
That's all I really care about.
okay. So the first bit we'll do some get to know you questions, just you as a person. And so the first question I have, I always ask this to everybody, is do you have a favorite local restaurant in Richmond?
Mm. Um, Gosh, I have a few places. I mean, I love if it's just I'm just trying to go like real quick. I love Don Senor, just for really quick, uh, fairly healthy Mexican food. And then, oh man, I love going to B Dubs on Tuesdays.
Okay, okay, nothing
Love
wrong.
it.
Um, so you're studying marketing as your major. What made you choose that particular major for you for yourself?
Um, I've just always wanted to do something with like baseball and MLB. Like that's always been my dream. And like if I couldn't play, I figured I would want to do something like on the business side or like baseball. So like maybe sports marketing, like for a professional team would be like ideal for me. So that's what I first uh, thought about doing when I was a freshman, and then I
Okay,
took some marketing classes. I ended up liking it.
okay, nothing wrong with that. So, do you have a favorite streaming platform like a Netflix, Hulu, anything like that?
I'm big on. I love YouTube. Like I love how it has personalized like videos for you, and
Okay.
everything about YouTube is like uh, I love golf, so like I love watching golf videos on there, and it puts up like golf and baseball stuff like, and I'm locked in on YouTube like every day if I've got nothing going on, either that or Netflix. I got a few Netflix shows that are I'm enjoying right now.
What would you say is the one you're enjoying the most right now?
Uh, I'm right now. It's the show You.
Okay.
I was very skeptical of that show, but my girlfriend got me into it, and now I'm locked in. I can't stop watching it.
It's a pretty crazy show, but
Yeah.
yeah, it keeps you on the edge of your seat. It's very entertaining, so I
Mhm.
get that. Growing up, how did you get into baseball?
Uh, I mean, my dad had a baseball bat and a glove in my hand since I can first remember. My brother, older brother, he's a couple years older than me, and he was into all the sports. And I mean, baseball was the first sport I think I ever fell in love with ever since I can remember. It's just I've always like probably since I was 2 years old, I got pictures of me like with a baseball bat in my hand and stuff. So I've just always loved it.
It's just been in the blood, huh?
Yeah, my dad didn't play past high school or anything. I don't have much.
Mhm.
My dad's cousin played college baseball, but other than that, in my family, we don't have any college baseball players. And
Okay. Um, was there a moment when you were growing up, like, I mean, obviously, I know you said you've been doing it since you were 2 years old, but was there a moment in particular that you were like, yeah, this is the sport for me and nothing else really matters other than baseball?
um, That I think that happened really early on, like really early on, like in elementary school. I think when I was like in second grade is when I started to really like. Me and my dad would go to the field every single day. I remember I couldn't hit a home run like on we started doing coach pitch, like where he would throw instead of hitting off a tee, like when I was like 7 or 8. I remember I couldn't hit a home run, and then we were there for hours, like every day. And there was at one point where I finally like figured it out. I hit one, I think, in batting, like when we were just working on it, and like I told him like I figured it out, like I got this, I figured it out finally. And ever since then, I just started like hitting home runs in that little coach pitch field. And then like I think ever since then, I started really falling in love with it and figured out that like this is what I want.
Okay. So my last rapid fire question. Baseball is one of the more superstitious sports out there. Is there something that you do during the season that someone might consider superstitious?
Um, I think that a lot of my superstitions per se are like subconscious. Like I think I just do them like I just do them before like every pitch. Like I think like I like go like this before every pitch,
Okay.
and I like I used to like tap the plate 4 times, and I
Mhm.
do the same thing every time I step up to the plate. I got the same. I got an extra pair of batting gloves in my right back pocket every game. I mean, I wouldn't say superstition, but
Just
like
like routine.
yeah, like routine and just something to make me feel comfortable. I don't know about superstition.
Now, do you have any teammates that might have done something that someone might consider superstition? You don't have to tell their name, but maybe just say what they if there was something.
Oh man, I mean, so this is my 4th year now. I mean, especially my freshman year, we had a bunch of older guys that were like hilarious, and they had all kinds of superstitions and stuff. Nothing really comes to mind that I could think of off the bat.
Okay.
Man, if I thought about it, I could get back to you. Like,
Okay, no, that's fine. I know I put you on the spot, so
but there's definitely stuff like that goes on that are some funny
that's
superstitions, I
that's
guess.
the only reason I ask because I know baseball has a wild variety of superstitions that people have done over the from just beginning of baseball to now. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think it's more like the pitchers too, because
Mhm.
I don't know. Their pitchers are generally like a little quirky and go about their business like different. And like before they throw, I know that they have like all kinds of stuff that they do before every single time. And
Mhm.
I'm never in the bullpen with them, so it's hard. But
Okay. So we're gonna move on to baseball. So it says on EKA's page that you played both first and third base. Do you prefer first or third, one or the other?
I mean, I like both spots. I'm mainly at first base right now, but
Mhm.
if I get asked to play third, then I would also love that. I mean, I played a lot of third in high school, and coming in,
Okay.
I don't think I was at the level that I needed to be at. So they moved me to first, and I took that, tried to become the best first baseman that I could, and I feel really comfortable over there. I got to go back to third base last year, and felt really comfortable there. Had a lot of fun, and then a
Okay.
couple injuries had me back to first base, and that's just kind of where I'm at. I mean, uh, I love both positions, and if I get to play some third, I'll be super ecstatic this year. But I
Mhm.
also just I love first base. I feel so comfortable over there, and it's a lot of fun. So
Okay. So last season, EKU went 21 32 overall and 13 and 17 in conference play. I know it didn't exactly go the way we wanted it to go, but y'all did have some bright spots. You did beat number 15 Georgia Tech and number 7 Louisville. Looking back on last season, what do you think the baseball team needs to do better this season in order to be successful in 2022?
I mean, like you said, those big wins show that against the the really good teams like Louisville and Georgia Tech show that we had a good group of guys with talent and that we are coached well. I think it's just we all just need to buy into what the coaches talk about every day, and really just listen to the coaching staff. And if we can do that, and everyone's fully bought in and wanting to win like together,
Uh,
we have more than enough talent to win
yeah.
the conference this year for sure. Um, Maybe the most talent that I've seen in my 4 years now. Uh, Pretty, I would say easily, and I mean, if everybody just buys into what all the coaches are saying, then I think that we'll figure it out this year for sure, and we'll like where we're at the end.
I was gonna say y'all they when COVID actually hit, I mean y'all had a pretty good it looked like a pretty good record going so far. I mean, I know it was only like a month or so into the game to baseball season, but y'all were doing very well and everything. So so this year will be y'all's well, is this y'all played in the Ohio Valley this past season? It's hard to it's hard to remember because y'all are in the spring and most other sports are kind of spread out differently. So this year will be y'all's first year in the ASUN conference. Will it feel different or will it feel weird playing in a new conference against new opponents that you're going to see more frequently?
Um, I don't know about weird, but it will definitely be like maybe a bit more like exciting and fun,
Mhm.
and a new challenge. I think that like the general feeling of moving into the new conference from our team is more of like an excitement thing. It's not like this is
Mhm.
going to be weird or like we're afraid or anything. It's more like like this is awesome, and we're looking to make some noise in the first year.
Nothing wrong with that. Have the coaches had you and your teammates do anything different in the off season to prepare for going to a new conference?
Um, yeah, a lot of new guys were brought in this year, and so I'm sure they were doing their thing, and then a lot of the guys who returned, um, coach had us staying here on campus instead of choosing to stay here and lift and do a lifting program where we can focus on making strides physically, getting
Mhm.
where we needed to be, focus on nutrition and not have to go play a full summer ball season this summer, and kind of lose the time in the weight room that we needed to progress. So um, you know that coaches put a huge emphasis on getting our bodies where we need to be, and I think that we can already see this fall that that's paying off for sure.
Okay. So, was there anything outside of that? Was there anything that you have tried to do in the off season to get better individually?
Yeah, definitely. I like I said, I was in the weight room
Mm.
all summer. I didn't play summer ball. That was a choice that I made to with the coach's advice, but also to because I knew that I needed to get physically stronger first of all, and a little bit more, quicker and um, just in better shape generally. And uh, so for me, it was um, just getting stronger, like adding muscle, and trying to become the best person that I could be. I don't want to look back in a couple of years and start taking my workouts like super serious and everything, and think, imagine how good I could have been at baseball if I had been in this type of shape. So I'm trying to get to my peak physical shape right now, and so that was pretty much it for me, as well as working on my swing and throwing and all that.
Okay. So I'm not sure. Were y'all allowed to have fans during last season, or was it kind of like a limited capacity? Um,
Yes, we were able to have fans. I think it was limited, um, but it was still like half the stadium or whatever.
So what? How do you? I have to imagine that it'll feel nice having a full crowd this year. Hopefully, all things considered. Because I know y'all didn't really get to play when the pandemic first started because everything got shut down. But I have to imagine playing in front of fans is way more exciting than playing it without fans.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we opened at Georgia Tech, and um, they had like I think it was like half the stadium or less than that. So
Hmm.
that was disappointing, but it was still like incredible to play there. And then we went to places like Tennessee. I think they had full capacity, and that was their fans were crazy. And then at home we still had a pretty good showing, but especially with the new brand new field that we have this year, just everything that's going on with our program, new conference. I'm sure fans will be hopefully excited, and playing in front of a bunch of fans uh, will be definitely a lot better than last year when there wasn't that feeling. And I think everyone's really excited about that.
One thing I've noticed about EKU athletics is, for the most part, fans seem to always be excited to show up and give their support to the Colonels and everything. So I have no doubt that our fans will show up and give you guys a good home field advantage and everything. But for my last question, what are your hopes for the Colonel baseball team this upcoming season?
I think my hopes align with pretty much everybody on our team. I can say that with pretty much full confidence this year. That we want nothing other than to play in a regional this year, to win the conference, and that's the only thing on our minds. We
Mhm.
don't we want to hear our name called in the regional selection show, and that's what coaches are talking about, and that's not we don't think that that's anywhere beyond our reach this year.
Well, I have enjoyed allowing me the time to get to know you and a little bit about yourself and about the baseball team. I wish you and the Colonel baseball team nothing but the best of luck and the best of health in this upcoming season. And that's all I have for you. And I do appreciate your time.
Absolutely, thank you for having me on. I'm gonna have to be a big fan of the Colonel Report from here on out.
I appreciate it. I do definitely do appreciate that. You have a great day.
Appreciate it, you too.
All right. Well, everyone, that will be it for the Colonel Report this week. Uh, I will be talking to you guys here soon, relatively in the future. Thank you.